you know, just if you can get something that can do massive damage right there, it can be deadly. But no, don't worry, guys. We're not live with the match yet. Not the fist around yet. But right, I would be surprised if, you know, with the likes of Forest and Alu, we don't see, you know, if we don't see that that play. The thing is, right now, before we can even get to that question, as far as NIP are concerned, are they even going to be able to get rounds on the T side? That's their big focus right now. And what are they going to throw at us here in this pistol round? So I think the buys here are going to tell us a lot. And quad Kevlar, single flash and a smoke. Right. What do they have in mind? I wouldn't be surprised to see them gather up in B halls and try and bum rush B. That seems to be the case. They have the bomb already heading over there. Forest just magnificent with pistols. He's going to see if he can't get a pick elsewhere on the map, but here it is. NIP just taking over and just gathering up, and it does look like this is going to be the run and gun YOLO play.
Joxy now, look at this, pushing out very aggressively, and he's going to be able to call into the team, and look, they're going to get themselves nice and positioned ready for this B rush already.
4 already on B, right? Just because of the information that he's able to give. If they hang around much longer here, they actually have to worry about getting backstabbed by this guy, so this is big here. Shoxy just getting so much information for his team right now. Such a big play. He even spots out the man. It gets the headshot on Forest, and now this is going to force NIP's hand. NIP now have to make a decision. Where do we try and go and pick off Shoxy? Do we try and just go bum rushing onto the site? They have to know that Envy know that this is just a big play, but look at this. Another headshot coming in from Shoxy.
Shoxy doing phenomenal work there, getting all the information, picking up 2 kills as well. Obviously, Alu just finishing them off there, but look, we can see EnVyUs, they've reacted straight away. A couple of players back near to the A bomb site, but NIP still seem committed towards B. Are they going to come through now and actually come from behind? Yes, they are. Happy can hear all of it. There we go, MBK opens up, gets the kill onto Freiburg. Fantastic work from him. MBK gets a second as well. Happy though, look at him in a great position. Gonna spot onto, and he does get the kill there. Very nicely done by him. And Get Right does finally get taken down towards the end there. EnVyUs, fantastic pistol round.
Yeah, just perfect on all fronts there. And NIP as well, right? Trying to go off of the information that they got, because for them it's a mental image that's starting to unfold. If they have Shoxy in their rear, they know that if they can kill Shoxy, maybe they can catch Envy off guard. But then Envy are the ones who are trying to shift it up. NIP tried to slip through the gap and try and go towards that site where there would only be one guy after having killed Shoxy. Yeah, so they tried to adapt, but in the end, Envy were just able to land all the shots that they needed to lock down these bomb sites.
Oh, here it's going to stand. We've got a couple of Tech 9s in play, P250s as well from NIP. Going to have to make the most of it, but MBK's got the Mag 7 in hand, looking to do some damage, and he's heard them drop down. He's just going to wait for them to come round to him. And look at that Kirishima. He's picking up the kills as well, and it's just demolishment from EnVyUs. Perfect round, flawless from them. 2-0 up straight away, and good money.
Oh yeah, good money. Silly amounts of money going into the bank there for Envy. 3 shotgun kills. That is a stupid amount of money to be playing off of. I mean, that's an option. That's a real option now. Because now, I mean, even Shoxy, you know, he's skimping. I'm expecting Shoxy to go for an AWP. That's what he's been doing. He takes it up into the A halls, starts to control that space where NIP are right now. You know, Shoxy's going to be looking to get picks there earlier. Happy now actually spots one man go by, spots all of them, and now he has to back off. He has to play the waiting game and just hold this angle. Great HE there, doing massive damage, and so far he's doing a very good job. Shoxy looking for the flank, and he's going to be there to save the day as well.
And look at this from MBK, he's got one already, trying to fire off. Oh, he gets another one with the Mag 7. Shoxy comes round as well, and EnVyUs looking so dominant, so confident, and we're only on round 3.
Just look at that money, 8,600 on Shoxy. We're 4 rounds in, and just a stupid bank going up on Envy. Now, does Smiths hold on to this? Yeah, okay, get rid of that upgrade to the FAMAS. Not too worried about NBK sticking with the Swag 7 because there are certain positions on this map where you can get up close and really hold on to those. I think NBK actually, no, he did not miss his smoke. That is actually a really neat smoke.
We just keep seeing great smokes from these guys.
Yeah. Clearly Envy have put the time in to prepare. This is just clear. This is work right here. This is work. This is sitting on the map and finding all the little angles to get the smoke to do exactly what you want it to do.
Oh, and look at that. Forest there just pushing out. Kirishima is going to get the first kill, though, onto Exist. And, well, Ninjas and Pyjamas are 1 man down already early on. Get Right here, pushing around. He's going to try and find the opening. He needs to get this kill. He needs to even up the board. But look, they're waiting and ready for me. Oh, and he gets 2 of them. Huge for Get Right now. And Freiburg has opened up onto Shoxy, leaving it in at a 4 versus 2. EnVyUs did not expect that.
No, certainly not. This is so important for NIP as well. This is going to break the momentum. that EnVy have managed to get together, and there you go. I mean, Kiyoshima just trying to make something happen with a little pop flash there. It backfires on him, and then he literally gets shot in the face. So nothing going right here for EnVy this round. Just great openings here for NIP, and Happy, all by his lonesome, walks into Forest. Crosshairs, of course, not going to miss a shot like that. And NIP, this is the first step towards victory for NIP. Because, okay, they lost the pistol, but they needed to win. They needed to win that 4th round bye. So now all of a sudden, EnVy, all that money, it's a good thing that they got so many shotgun kills because they need to spend all of it now to get re-equipped.
And look at this, the double orb setup. We've got one on Smiths, one on Shoxy. This could be dangerous for NIP. If they could leave themselves just hanging back a little bit too much, they're going to be completely taken advantage of. And Shoxy right now is just scoping round, playing quite aggressively here. Will he have heard that? Oh, when he went to take the shot, but couldn't quite make it. Dropped down to 58 health, and he's got no armor. He's got to be careful.
Am I seeing things, or did he actually tag up Freiburg? I don't think he did. I don't think Freiburg's playing over there. But that was something special, all right. Shoxy getting out of there in one piece is big. NBK playing in the drop-down room, takes out GetRight. Hard to do. GetRight is a master of that position.
Right now, Forest onto Shoxy. That's going to take one AWP out of the game, but they've still got to worry about Smiths. Happy, though, look at this. Comes around just at the right time, takes down Forest. EnVyUs do seem to be regaining a little bit of control, but not if Freiburg can help it. Taking down Happy, and now it's a 3 versus 3. Currently, EnVyUs being forced to push back a little bit here. They're on the bomb sites, and Nipper working their way up right now.
Fantastic flashes, though, to delay this push. Now this has bought valuable seconds for EnVy to get into position to start holding things off. Freiburg saw them go jumping, so he knows that an extra man is down on that site, but NBK manages to clean up one. That's Freiburg being taken out there, but a great HE comes in from Alu. Smith returns with the AWP, drops the bomb carrier in front of him, and applies the pressure. Gets that smoke down, and now it's time for a hard decision here. Does Alu actually go walking through? And they are actually going to trade places. Alu doesn't realize. Oh!
Literally just a waiting game. Only a few seconds left on the clock.
And there it is.
Alu gets the better of him. Smiths does go down, and very nice there, but that was so touch and go.
That was so close. And that must have been just that half-second hesitation there, some kind of timing, some kind of sixth sense kicked in for Alu for him to realize that Smith was in there lurking. But what a play from Alu. That's the kind of clutch play that he needed to pull off there. Perfectly done. NBK once again setting up a different smoke, as we can see. Goes gliding down to stop any kind of early rush onto long.
So
and instead,
effective.
Look at how closely they're going to be working in here. Already turning to the boost, but GetRight is savvy. GetRight is waiting, and he is not going to allow that to pass.
Yeah, GetRight getting the early kill, and that's just what they needed. Spamming through that smoke that NBK dropped down earlier on as well, and wow, Exist taking off Kiyoshima. This is going in favor of Nip right now, but obviously it is the eco round for EnVyUs, and they are just going to be hanging back here. Oh, Alu just scratches the edge of Smiths there, getting him down, and GetRight's got to be careful. His head is poking out. NBK's trying to get better of him, but he can't quite make it, and it's going to be all up to Shoxy in a 1v5.
Oh, and Forest has been taking notes. This is Sempus' spot. And there you go. Shoxy knows where that spot is now because he actually went into a duel earlier with Semphis, and now he knows, okay, if I get shot from there, I kind of know where, but you really can only see the guy's shoulder there. So it's a really tricky position to be trying to pick off. I mean, I think that Shoxy would get a little bit frustrated there because he didn't have that AWP. But that's behind them now. EnVy, now it's all about resetting. They've got 5 rifles here, decent nades on their side, but no sniper rifles. So it's going to be a little bit tricky. They're going to have to adjust a little bit as to how they approach this. You know, taking this peak here is very hard because now they have to worry about Alu just waiting, lurking, holding this angle. But in the meantime, 2 kills coming in, 3 kills coming in for EnVy, and that's a big deal. NIP just got eviscerated in the space of 3 seconds.
And I was almost worried there because I saw Alu picked up the AWP. I thought this was going to cause some real damage to EnVyUs. But look, they're just handling it so well. Alu's not even been spotted. Forest does take down NBK. Alu is trying to fire off shots there towards the middle area, but can't make anything of it yet. EnVyUs have got complete control right now.
And now this isn't about like strategy. This is literally about just trying to work together as a unit, potentially set up for trade kills. You can see that they're gathering up together now. So if they can actually manage to catch Kiyoshima off guard here, this could be a big opportunity for NIP. And we have to see if Force is going to check right, and he does, but not too fast enough. Kiyoshima takes the shoulder peek as well. He's going to set up that HC. Alu gets dropped down to 66, forced into the corner, and then sprayed down mercilessly. Free AWP for Kiyoshima in the mix. Thank you for that party favor.
Yes, that was a flawless round from EnVyUs. Very well played from them. NIP just got picked apart one by one. Even when they were regrouping up there, it was just them trying to survive, and EnVyUs had complete control. NIP have been able to buy up fully again. They've got the AWP up on Alu. This time Smiths will be holding the AWP for EnVyUs, and MBK's opted for the FAMAS in play, but look at this. Alu just being very cautious here, checking every angle, but he is out on his own currently. The rest of his team are towards B.
They've changed up the positioning here as well. Smith's now with that AWP, not holding close. He's definitely holding at the back of the side by Chicken Hut, but the smokes are going to go down here. Very nice lob there by Forrest to set it up, and the aggression catches Kiyoshima off guard. This is all down to Smiths now to land the shots, and he's not going to get it. You can wallbang through here, so this is a high-pressure situation, and he's only going to get one frag out of it before getting taken down by Forrest.
Yeah, couldn't quite make it work from there. MBK spamming off with the FAMAS. Throws up a flash, trying to buy some time. The bomb has been planted now. Oh, and Alu does get the better of MBK there. Get right taken down by Shoxy. 3 versus 2. EnVyUs are under a little bit of pressure here. The bomb has been planted and they are just out of position. Happy trying to get the kill there. Couldn't quite finish off Freiburg. Finds him exactly, finally gets the kill. Looking for the other players. They have an idea of where they are. Can't quite make it yet. Just staying so defensive. Shoxy gets another one, but it's now a 1v1 and he's just too far away. That bomb's ticking too fast. And NIP are going to easily secure this round.
That was some fatalism there, you know, by Shoxy. He's like, if I'm going out, I'm taking you with me. He just realizes there's no way he's going to get out of there in time.
I'm going to stay. I'm going to deal with it. Just to try to get the kill.
This is a real problem for Envy. I'd almost say that this is calamitous because now it's going to force them to put their backs to the wall again early in this half. But you can see where their money is at. It's just like, okay, Shoxy has enough for a glass cannon AWP, but then it's like 2 CZs, very limited nades. It's not a lot for Envy to work with here. So whatever. Oh, and look, they're going for this boost. This is very clever stuff here. Shoxy, he's like, okay, I'm not going to take the usual peek. Instead, I'm going to spot you out, but unfortunately for him, he doesn't react in time, and he doesn't get the read.
Literally just needed a couple more seconds there for him to move around, and Shoxy could have picked him off. Just holding it, hoping that he's going to walk in front of him, and yes, that's exactly what they needed. EnVyUs get the first kill onto Forrest there, but look where Freiburg's got himself. He does take down Shoxy, and that's going to just do a reply trade for him. Nicely done, and once again, Get Right playing his position. Trying to look to see if we can find any of the CTs there. Nice and slow play as it stands, and just holding that perfect angle. Happy does manage to get Freiburg down though, so currently a 1-man advantage in favor of Team EnVyUs right now.
Envy really playing very carefully. Look at the not peeking. NBK could have very well peeked into that crosshair, but instead holds his ground, decides to shift it up. They're going to rotate back over to the A site, and this push begins. Get Right getting overwhelmed by Smith up close with that CZ75, and Kiyoshima, he's alive on the site, and he just has to stay alive. All he has to do now is go for the shoulder peaks, but he decides to take the fight straight up. He's got the rotation coming in as well from his teammates, but it is unnecessary in the end. He does the job solo, gets all the frags, and there you have him right there in all his glory.
Cool, calm, and collected. That looked like easy work for Kiyoshima right there.
Yeah, that definitely looked like, you know, just clocking in,
yeah, he's
clocking
like,
out.
I've done it, done my job, happy with that.
That's
5
fantastic.
for 4. EnVyUs are just 1 round ahead at the moment against NIP. Now, still, the money's not the best situation for them, but NIP will be on the eco. EnVyUs need to capitalize on this and just need to hold on to as many weapons as possible. Nice angle by Happy. They gets the nade in. Doesn't do too much damage, though. And NIP will be running straight into Shoxy. He gets 1, gets 2. Yes, he gets the 3rd, but finally taken down by Freiburg. MBK also did get rid of Get Right, so it's all going to be up to Freiburg.
Got the bomb. He's got a FAMAS to play with now as well, but that was some excellent spray control from Shoxy and good information as well from Happy. That's what it's all about, communication. Shoxy could have very well got flanked right there before Happy could have reacted. But there's the peek, and NBK just takes Freiburg off the map. Got a solid hold there and a good reaction from Happy. That's what it boils down to right there. Shoxy keeping his cool with the spray and Happy with the quick communication. But look at this, actually, this is a bit of an interesting buy. Does he have the AWP? No, Alu's just going straight Tech 9. Okay, then.
Interesting choice by NIP. No AWP to combat the AWP of Shoxy right now. I really want to see NIP just try and get straight into one of these sites right now. Every round taking it so slow at the moment. Freiburg's getting the first kill of this round. Trying to continue it, spamming through that smoke, but EnVyUs, oh, nicely done by Smith. Does tag Alu down to 30 health there, but not the man with the weapons in his hand.
Exactly, that's a little bit unfortunate, right? You would much rather do the damage to somebody holding an AK or a Galil. But NIP right now, they did get the entry, and this is just slow, patient work from them. They know they have the advantage, and they're just looking to grind out the round. Unfortunately for them, you cannot ball bang through that, but Exist decides to get the job done when Kyoshima takes a sidestep and peeks into a 4, or rather a 5-on-3, but then Happy does make it a 4-on-3.
And this is it, Smith needs to hit the shots. They are coming towards him. They're going to be pushing him nice and fast. It's coming from all directions, and Exist gets the better of him. It's now up to MBK. He gets one with the Molotov. Now another one with the FAMAS. Can he hold? Can he do this for his team? It's in a 2v2 right now. He's got to wait for Happy to come and back him up.
That's the waiting game now. 28 seconds, and Nip are making use of every single one of them. They know that they can play the time a little bit and wait for somebody to get antsy, and that's it. NBK, as soon as he starts questioning things, walks right out into the open and gets punished for it. Happy now, the last man alive here with 50 HP in a 1v2, but NIP, this is not a situation that they should be able to lose, and they take that fight and win it. So NIP right back into the mix here. This has, again, just been the theme of this grand final. So close. Each and every round is just down to the wire, and it's always an exchange, just back and forth. Apart from the one exception, I suppose, on Cash, right? But
we'll ignore that.
We'll ignore that one, right? You know, just so it looks pretty and fits nice, and you know, I can just say that, you know, this is just so close.
Well, 6-5 in favor of EnVyUs still, but Nip picking up that last round. Crucial round for them as well. Still, now they've opted just for AKs once again. See Alu struggling with the money. Doesn't really have too many grenades either. And, well, Exist is going to get boosted up there. EnVyUs, they've got to hold this B bomb site just a little bit better.
Now, this really has been where NIP have been focusing their attention, just B site. But the shots that you have to hit sometimes to hold off that B site push are so difficult, especially if you're behind the pillar on that B site. You know, it's like a cat push on Dust 2, you know, towards that A site, right? You just need to lock onto the head. Exactly. You just need to lock onto the head and, you know, pull the trigger, and it's very difficult to do. So Nip taking advantage of that. They are definitely not afraid of taking these fights in the end.
Oh, the spray off there between Forest and Happy. Forest does get the better of Happy there. It's going to give them the one-man advantage, but again, a very slow and steady round from NIP. And look where the bomb is currently. They looked like they were going to go B, kind of trying to fake out EnVyUs. They've got 3 towards the B bomb site right now, and look at that. Shoxy opens up on the Forest, comes in with a reply frag, but it looks like they're going to try and push onto this A site, but they're going to try and get Shoxy down first. Exist, though, making his way. He's in B all alone. Playing the Lone Ranger for now, but Alu straight on to MBK. It's going to be all up to Kyoshima and Shoxy. Shoxy, though, only down on 22 health in a tricky situation right now.
Get right has to be very careful, but there's the instant headshot coming around that corner from Shoxy. Excellent work from him, trying to reposition himself. But they're not aware. I mean, does Kyoshima know that somebody is flanking him right now? It seems like it. He's worried, and just that timing, he still manages to rectify the spray and find the headshot in the end, but he was caught mid-air there at the beginning, so that could have gone either way.
Yeah, they are going to be saving it now. Probably the best decision they can make, because they just got completely caught off guard by just fully focused and committed with another B push, and then NIP just turned it around on them.
Both of these teams should be fairly low on money right now, so the fact that, yeah, it's like they now have a bit of bank on NIP's side, so they're going to spend a lot of that right now, actually, having to re-equip their players, but the ones who are really hurting are Envy. They are so low right now, so these 2 rifles can make a world of difference. It's excellent that Envy were able to hold on to it.
Well, interesting buy for EnVyUs. They've got the guns coming in for the M4 and the AK that was saved over, Season 75, P2000 and the USP. Gonna see what work they can make of it. Maybe just try something a little bit more risky here, because NIP, they're just playing so slow. I'd like to see Happy get back on the board and kind of push them out a little bit.
Right now, really, it is the waiting game. So very careful. And NIP as well, just holding the angles. And this is very difficult, you know, when you want to think about pushing. When NIP aren't showing anything at the beginning of these rounds, you know, where exactly do you go? They really are focusing quite a bit on this A site right now, or this B site rather. Right now, Envy leaving 1 rifle alone, but Kyoshima needed to hit that shot, boosted because of it, but Exist, he manages to tag him first, and now man advantage here for NIP, and once again setting up the smokes for the B push.
Brilliant smoke coming out from Exist there. They're not pushing onto the site just yet. They're keeping it back, holding back. MBK has managed to pick up the gun that Kiyoshima dropped, but he can't do anything with it. Exist gets the better of him. Smith gets one kill. Can he get another? No, he's shot in the back by Exist. Happy does manage to get a kill on to Get Right. It's 3 versus 2, currently in favor of NIP. Exist is doing damage right now. 4 kills on the board for him.
Shoxy on the hunt. NIP at this point, though, they know it's a 1v3. They can afford to give up one frag trying to peek these angles, and there you go. Exist solo, he gets taken out, but the time that it takes Shoxy to get that kill, Alu's able to step out into the open and find the headshot first. So there it is, NIP passing ahead in rounds here over Envy on their T side. This is just a huge lead for NIP, actually, because Envy should be expecting to shut this down around 10-5, 9-6 at the most. The fact that NIP, now the best case scenario for Envy is they have to win the remaining 2 rounds, and even then, 8-7, it's far too close for comfort.
Yeah, it's going to go right down to the wire once again between these 2 teams. The recurring theme of these series.
Good information gained there by Get Right, however. NBK just playing incredibly passive over here. Not wanting to give anything away. Going for a bit of the pre-fire, but now we have to see exactly how things are going to shape up. Looks like Get Right wants to just set up to be able to actually start moving in here, but the flash is going to catch him. It's going to take a little bit more time with it, but just look at how incredibly patient NIP are playing right now. Not giving anything away.
Yeah, no one's taking that risk at all. No one's going to risk anything. They want to just stay completely hidden. They know they need to get that one-man advantage. But Smiths, I think he's in a good position here. And oh, he does not manage to get that shot. Finally does open up though and kill. Get Right. Oh, he's quickly taken down by Exist. A straight reply, 1 for 1 this entire time.
Exactly right. Force is going to have to check left if he wants it to. I mean, he's checking for Hen Hunt right now, but he is going to get taken out by NBK. Perfect shot there by NBK. They line up for him. He nearly takes out all 3, and they just get bogged down here at the edge of long. NBK with the headshots everywhere, and the last man standing for NIP will get revenge for his fallen mates, but this is now going to be a 1v3 scenario here for Freiburg with 20 seconds left, and he's about to walk into 2 members of Envy.
Freiburg's got to be very careful right now, make the most of it with 20 seconds on the clock. He gets shut down by Shoxy. Very strong round from EnVyUs, but MBK instrumental in that with huge free kills.
That's where, when you're on and you just start lining them up, he catches them in that gap as well, so he can get more of a body shot. If you can get them before they get to the low wall, where then you're really only aiming for the head, you know, it's that easier shot, and he manages to just draw that line that Nip cannot pass. So well played there by NBK, just stopping Nip cold. And this actually forces Nip into a bit of an awkward buy situation for the last round here of this first half. Pistols on 3, rifles on 2, somewhat limited nades. Right now, I mean, just this slow, steady pace has really paid off for NIP. Again, just taking the time.
Oh,
that
look
peak.
at that. Drop down to 6 health already. Get Right's not going to be happy with that. MBK getting the better of him, and Smith's coming in to finish him off. Oh, and he comes around. Alu, though, does fire back with a Tech 9, taking down MBK. But they need to try to get their hands on some of these weapons.
Yeah, they know, and they're going to use that smoke, exactly. They're going to use that smoke to be able to drop down in there and maybe snake one away. But Smith is here to try and hold that angle. He takes them quite a bit of damage, actually. Drops down to 40 HP. That should open things up here for Exist to be able to work his way forward and actually pick up one of these guns. Alu can come in behind him as well. An M4, an AK, this is great armament here for NIP to be picking up.
It's taking these calculated risks right now. They're in a 4v4. It's just checking every angle once again, making sure he's going back to where he's previously been. He doesn't want to get caught off guard. Kiyoshima knows the information right now. He knows they're not around there anymore.
But look at this misinformation, in fact, being sold here by NIP. They're making noise over at A. Envy have bought into this. They've circumnavigated the bomb. I mean, Shoxy is going to be able to take out Freiburg, but there's still a man lurking in mid, and in the meantime, the bomb is getting planted at B site. Envy are going to be scratching their heads, wondering what is going on. Forrest with the headshot on Shoxy certainly isn't going to help things. He gets caught in the crossfire, but these are valuable seconds that are ticking off the clock.
Yeah, that bomb is going to be ticking very fast by the time they get to an Exist. Coming to open up, but does get shot down by Kiyoshima. We're now in a 1v1. It's Alu versus Happy. It's the last round of the first half, and look what Alu's doing. Smart, sneaky man right now. Oh, and look at that. Completely destroyed. Very easy round for Alu there. So smart.
Look at him. I mean, he's just so calm and collected. Alu is definitely that kind of player who does not show emotion. I mean, he'll go for the fist bump every now and again. But coming out of those situations, you'd think, your heart's pounding and you're just totally wired. But it just looks like it's any other day. It's all good.
Not phased at all.
I mean, he's had 2 big clutch rounds actually throughout that first half, at least 2 that we can remember, right? So I mean, he has made an impact here for NIP so far. It's Envy now who are just under an enormous amount of pressure, actually, because they're the team that's in the lead. They have the 2-1 lead. They just need this one map to secure the title. But they've basically bungled their first half, and now have to just come up with a magical T-half to really, go out and close it in a 3-1 fashion.
Yeah, they need to have the most amazing T-half of their lives on this map, and it's probably going to take some time just to kind of think and plan, because I guarantee you their CT half didn't go to the plan they made originally.
Now, what I'm wondering is what kind of style are they going to approach it with? Because, Cash is all-out aggression, 4 guys running all over the place. Dust 2, more of the same. Are we going to see that kind of just all-out pressure coming out here from Envy, or is it going to be more of the slow, sedated pace that Nip set in the first half? Freiburg does not like plants. Apparently, he doesn't like animals. He doesn't like plants. Man, this guy.
Bad manner.
Yeah, man. It's a good thing there isn't a fly in the building. But here we have it already, just the group rush coming through towards the A side with that bomb. They have the lurker as well. Happy, he's just waiting in connector, listening to see if they're going to go by. Will Nip make the mistake of letting him backstab them?
It's all being a little bit fast to start off with, and look at that get right. Catches on to Happy. We spoke about it before, and we said they know that it was happening, and look at this. Freiburg, huge USP shot. One kill. Tries to get the second, but shut down by MBK there. NIP on the back foot just a little bit. They've got to try and get a couple more kills here. Happy still playing around, but Forrest comes in to shut him down. MBK jumping up with that Glock. Doesn't want to take the risk. Got the burst on go. Bomb has been planted now. 3 versus 3, but EnVyUs, the healths are deteriorating very fast.
The problem here is that they don't have the best crossfire, but Shoxy able to give some support to MBK. MBK buying valuable seconds here, and Shoxy with the second kill takes out Forrest. 1v2 now, and it's down to Get Right. Can he clutch it now? Can he pull an Holu? Shoxy's going to get caught, and now the last man alive. Smith's just pinned down on this site, and he has to play Ring Around the Rosies with the hut, but Get Right is just so close to taking him out time and time again. Walks up and gets the job done, but he doesn't have the time for the defuse. Envy will be picking up the second round here. This incredibly important T-side pistol.
Incredible round there. EnVyUs played it so smart for time. Low on health compared to NIP. Shoxy coming up huge, pretty much protecting MBK there towards the end. And
yeah. That kill right there, NBK should have been a goner.
Yeah.
That guy dropping on him, that should have been it. But Shoxy just slapped that aside. And the other hero here is actually Happy. He cost NIP valuable time by forcing them to come back and deal with him to make sure that he wouldn't be able to backstab them. Yeah. So that was very big there by Happy. Shoxy putting the pressure on there, not expecting a second man. He goes for the reload. Matchmaking strats.
And Shoxy does pick up both kills there with the UMP. Got to deal with the rest of NIP though, but it's going to take him a little bit of time to react. And look at this once again. Happy just going for his little lurking situation, trying to find people. He's going to see Exist. Oh, and Exist does some damage onto him. Going to lose the Galil now, and it's not the ideal situation that EnVyUs wanted.
And Exist is still here. What? Oh, there's the HE. Touchdown nade. Kiyoshima's going to be able to get that plant. 2-on-4 scenario here, 5-7 and P250 in hand for the remaining members of NIP, and they are trying to close in on this. Shoxy's actually going to go for the hunt. He just goes in for the full-out run and gun. Doesn't see the second man, however, and he is going to get caught out. Get Right doing the damage, but the second ump comes into it, and Smith will clean it up. Envy just keeping the pressure up.
Yeah, Envy was looking very confident right there, and another round on the board from this is what they needed. This is the start they needed for their T-half. But it's all going to come down to that all-important gun round, and, well, they need to have the master plan in order to take NIP down and try and close this out 3-1.
Exactly right, and we're going to see that in the 19th. But for now, Envy continue to go with the anti-eco strats, essentially, double ump. I mean, Shoxy, that's $1,200 that he just spent right there, so it's not that big of a deal. $1,200, and I think he bought like a flash and aid, or flash and a smoke, and Kevlar. I mean, not a big investment for him, but he is sitting on some pretty big cash right now.
And look at Happy once again, all on his own, trying to do the damage. He is getting shot down. There's got to be so careful. And he is taken down by Forrest. They will grab his Galil. It's not worked out from the past 2 rounds. They've got wise to it. Well, we're looking at what Get Right's going to do here now. And they've got into this A bomb site, but they are kind of surrounded. Smith comes up with the UMP. Freiburg, nice position, but Shoxy gets the better of him, jumping once again. Get Right takes him down though, and that's with the reply. Got the UMP, can he make it work? Kiyoshima shuts him down, and now it's all up to the last member of the CT side. It is Alu. He's got a Galil though, and woo!
Yeah, woo is right.
Didn't expect the mid-air jump headshot there.
Dialed in. You can see Kiyoshima there on your screen, as well as Happy sitting to his left. the mastermind and the lurker.
And it's just not phased at all. It's just Corp did it.
They got to be dialed in right now, both of these teams. That was also a very solid round coming out of NIP. Far too much damage taken by Team Envy. I'm sure that they're glad that they got all those UMP kills. That's bonus money going into their pockets. But here we go. The aggression coming out from Envy, and NBK is able to catch Freiburg out early. This is a big kill, and you can already see the reaction from NIP. They're starting to funnel closer to that A site. Do Team Envy commit?
Oh, and Get Right should have got the kill there, but Kiyoshima got the better of him. Tries to get a warp shot from Alu. He's just not working. NIP are not hitting the shots right now. And Envy, they're just starting to walk all over him. Only Forest and Exist left. And, well, they've got to take on 5 members of EnVyUs right now, and it's not likely to happen.
It is definitely far from it now. The first concern for them is, can we actually hold on to our guns? And it's not going to be the case for Exist. Is Forrest going to be any luckier here? Is he going to have any more luck? I mean, Shoxy's about to jump into connector, and there you go. Forrest gets it, but he gets headshot in the process, and that's certainly not going to help things for him. Life expectancy drops to 0 as Happy catches him before that smoke goes up, and Envy will now have full control. Because that's the ideal situation here for Envy. This is now real fear that's starting to set in for NIP because they've given up the pistol, they've given up the first buy round. This is where the real danger sets in, where Envy can start rolling because Smith's, Kiyoshima, these guys are sitting on near $10,000 in the bank. It's a nightmare for NIP to have to break that.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of work, and NIP are going to have to come up with something special here. But EnVyUs, they're just on a roll right now, and we were worried about what they're going to do on the T side. Well, so far it looks like they've got it solved, and they've just got to not make any silly mistakes right now. Shoxy jumping around with that UMP once again, just using it to his advantage, trying to scout out there. And look at that MBK straight away with the reply. Does return the frag onto Forest. Smith's getting Get Right there. And look, NIP falling down, but Alu comes in, does get 1 kill. Won't be able to go for the guns just yet, but Smith is on very low HP. If he can get round there, he might be able to pick up the kill and turn this into NIP's favor. Nice use of the Molotov, though.
I like that Molotov. That is very good. Without the Kevlar, you're going to take far too much damage trying to run through that. So that's going to buy valuable seconds here. Alu just waiting, goes leaping in, grabs that AK. He now has the tools necessary, but Happy hits the perfect timing to ruin his hopes and dreams. Alu, it's not happening, man. Go back to the forest.
It's all up to Exist now, and Happy will come and find him, finish him off, take it to 12-8, and look at this for EnVyUs now. They've got a 4-round lead. This is potentially the last map here at Gfinity, and, well, EnVyUs, they're looking in good form on this T side.
They are. They're starting to get that confidence, that momentum going their way. Smith actually stays with the ump. Not sure if I agree with this decision. When you're sitting on so much money, just drop it, get an AWP, get a rifle. I mean,
I can kind of see what they're doing because they're utilizing it in a way where they can just push forward and not worry about losing a weapon on its own. But I agree with you, it just needs to upgrade now. And look at Nip, they've just come so dominant just when it was required. Everyone's being dropped right now, and it's all up to Smith. He does manage to get the kill on to Get Right. He's being found by Freiburg, though. Doesn't have the bomb, and he's only got his UMP, and this is where the issue comes in.
And that timing just does not work out for Freiburg either. All of that spray, 0 kills. But this is Envy just getting slammed by NIP. Envy trying to go for the 4-man push, you know, just the push, right? Get into mid again, just try and catch Nip off guard. But this time around, NIP were clearly prepared. They had that crossfire there to lock down that section of the map, and that's everything going according to plan for NIP. There's nothing really apart from just, you know, them hitting the shots in that scenario.
Smith's had 14k there. Money's not going to be an issue for these guys, but that previous round, NIP desperately needed that, and they brought their A game. Can they make any more of it right now? Full buy from EnVyUs, and look, all AK's a much smarter decision this time round.
Yeah.
Forrest, though, in a very good position. Oh, and he doesn't get... Oh, and he fluffs the shot against Shoxy. Shoxy gets the better of him, and now it's going to be up to Exist to try and stop this rush just a little bit. Hold it off. MBK onto Exist, though. Get Right is the man of the moment. He's going to be the one to try and take control of this bomb site while he waits for the rest of his team to come towards him. Oh, and Kiyoshima rips off his head. Absolutely fantastic work, and Happy's being allowed to sneak round. Fantastic shot from Alu, though. Can he do anything more with it? 48 health. They know exactly where he is, and he's heard the noise. MBK, he looks for it. MBK gets the better of him. Nice shot by MBK, but well played. Alu, he was so on the ball, he knew exactly what was happening, and he just couldn't make it work.
Right now, I'm wondering if NIP, they're having flashbacks. You know, it's a Cologne, all of a sudden Kiyoshima running around corners, taking people's faces off with the AK. It's just like nightmares. You know, they close their eyes, and it's just this slideshow going in front of them. I mean, right now, that is a real problem because NIP are quickly running out of rounds, and because of just them winning a round and then losing a round, it's forced them into this position of, well, we're going to take a risk, we're going to go for a buy, but we really don't have much gear to back this up.
Yeah, and if they drop this round now, that could be all she wrote. It's going to be some very tricky situations. friberg trying to do the spam here against Kirishima there. Nicely done, does 30 bits of damage, but not quite enough to get the kill. Oh, but Alu, this is what you were looking for. Gets the shot onto Shoxy there, and MBK's replying to get rid of Exist. It's 1-for-1 trades right now, but friberg still only on 2 health, and MBK comes straight into the B-bomb site, opens up Forest, and now look at Get-Right. He's only got the 5-7 in his hand, but he's got to make this work. He's getting up close and personal. This is what you need. friberg's gone down, but Get-Right, he's already given his position away, and MBK takes off his head. That's not what they needed. It's all up to Alu. Alu gets 1. He's still on 100 health. He's got the AWP in hand. He's playing it smart, but look at that. Happy takes him down. 14-9, and it looks like EnVyUs have put NIP in the situation that they could only hope was never going to happen.
Exactly right. Now it's just NIP having to go for a force. I mean, it's either force or do they have the courage to eco? They're going for overtime. They are going for overtime. This takes a lot of courage.
Hey, Nip Magic, that's all it's got to come down to now.
Wow, okay then, NIP. They go for the clay. I mean, this is a very big boost, and this is all the mind game. This is the mind game. They're trying to draw Shoxy into this, but Shoxy picks off Alu, checks to make sure the second man isn't there, but does not hit the spray. Kirishima, in the meantime, is taking out Get-Right, and Happy has found Exist, but the remaining 2 members, they know where they are. Shoxy spotted them, so EnVyUs should be able to get this bomb plant on the B site fairly easily here.
Yeah, just friberg and Forest remain. The bomb will comfortably go down on the B side, but they have less missed, a little bit undefended at the moment. Oh, nice shot from Forest, waiting for Kirishima to come around the corner. If friberg can now pick himself up a weapon, but nope, Happy's not going to let that happen. So it's just going to be Forest trying to hold on to this and take it through to the next round, and they really are just going to have to go for all out for this overtime.
Exactly, that's it. It's now going to have to be 6 rounds in a row for NIP on the CT side, and all for the back of a force buy.
There's no other team, I think, in the world that could do this right now and put such a risk on it. Only NIP can play for this kind of situation right now.
Forrest is in an ideal situation here. He should be able to hold on to this AK as well. That means so much for his team. When they're broke the way they are, having an AK, a free rifle, could make all the difference in the world. That means somebody with full gear, the nades, the Kevlar, the kit, they're going to have everything at least on one person in IP. But we have to see what kind of buy they're going to be able to cobble together here.
EnVyUs potentially 1 round away here from being the first Gfinity Spring Master 1 champions, and NIP are playing for overtime. They're going to give it their all. Alu's got to hit these shots. He's got to get the early picks out here, I think. He's got to scout out with that AWP and really put the pressure on EnVyUs.
Let us see. Smiths with the opening flash, and are they going to go for the all-out aggression? Yes, they will. And there you go. Initial shot coming in from Exist. The headshot comes in, and Forrest is going to be able to pick up a second one, but then Smith returns with a double kill of his own. They're going to be able to cross that line as well and get that bomb onto the bomb site.
Yeah, right. Just there, taking it slow. Happy playing around here, can't get the kill. Bomb has been planted on the B bomb site. Happy still quite a way away. Smiths, oh my god, Happy gets it, and he can't get the last one. It's all up to Alu. He's got 9 health, and he's got to deal with 2 members of EnVyUs. This is not looking good for him. He's got to give it all he can right now. Coming through very fast. He's running out of time drastically, and look at that. Kirishima saw him. He's going to come around the back of him, and Smiths gets the final kill. Good game, and EnVyUs are your champions. Fantastic bit of counter-strike from both teams there.